Thank y'all for coming, and I appreciate you. What we did not want to do, and typically what we do is bring you in before the council. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be at the council at the beginning of the meeting, but I was on Twitter, and I just so happened, or Instagram or something I was on, I don't know, and I just so happened to see that the fire department was celebrating a young man for his service to the department. And when I saw that, and I saw how long he had been doing it, I said, Lord, that's almost as long as I've been here. And one of the things that we don't see these days is you don't see people who are on a job for 35 years. You don't see people who are at the same job. As a matter of fact, I've only actually been working since I was 14. I say my real job because when they started taking out taxes, I guess I was 16. But I probably had 6 or 7 jobs since then. So that ought to tell you how in today's day to find somebody who is consistent, who is persistent, who gets up every day, who comes. Some people can't stay on the job because people find out that they're not worth staying on the job. And they figure out that they can't get them out of the bed in the morning to show up for work. Or they figure out that when they get to work, they're not really doing the work. So I want to ask if Captain Hall will come up, and I want to just personally celebrate you. Come on up. Bring your wife with you. Is that your wife? Yes, sir. All right. Bring her with you. All right. Bring your wife with you. We're going to read a proclamation to you, sir. But I wanted to make sure that as the mayor of the city of Jackson, that I first of all let you know how grateful we are for your service, how grateful we are for your leadership. And I think Dr. King said that longevity has its place. But to be in a place a long time is different than to be in a place and affect that place for a long time. So thank you for your effectiveness, and thank you for your unheralded leadership. I want to thank you for being a Jim. I want to thank you for being the boss who has probably made him get up a many a days, a many a nights to go when he probably didn't want to go, didn't believe he was being treated fairly, or probably didn't think that it was worth it anymore. And so I just want you to know that the city of Jackson is grateful for your unseen, unheard, but definitely felt service to this community. At this time, Captain, we're going to ask if Ms. Lewis will come. We're going to read a proclamation that was written especially for you, and then after that I am going to ask Chief if he will come and have words, and then we'll allow you and your wife to have words as well.
Resolved by the Mayor of the City of Jackson, Mississippi, that whereas we would like to honor Captain Rick Hall, a 35-year veteran with the Jackson Fire Department, Captain on Engine number 6 since 2003. Captain Hall has represented the City of Jackson Fire Department and the City of Jackson as a whole very well. And whereas a true Jacksonian, Captain Hall grew up in West Jackson and is a member of Highland Baptist Church, where he has been a member for over 50 years. Captain Rick attended Hines Junior College in Ole Miss, taking criminal science classes in preparation of becoming a Jackson police officer, following in the footsteps of his father, J.B. Hall, a 28-year Jackson Police Department veteran. His passion and interest would soon change his future career choice, upon which he decided to still remain on the front line of safety, but as a fireman. And whereas Captain Hall was accepted into the February class of 1982, scoring the second highest on the JFD agility test at that time. His first assignment was at station number 7 on truck number 7. Truck number 7 was relocated to station number 20, where he worked 2 years, and in 1992, he was transferred to the new Big Stick, truck number 2, and looking forward to working in District 1. And whereas 5 years later, in 1997, Rick was promoted to LDO on engine number 8, and a month later, helped to open a new station on engine 28. He states in 2003, I was promoted to captain on engine number 6, where I am still a proud part of the zoo crew team. I am glad I chose firefighting many years ago. I hope I have learned from those who have retired and from the many firefighters I work beside today. There are no words to describe how much my brother and sister firefighters have meant to me and how special you are. I cannot begin to describe how sad it's going to be not working beside you anymore in retirement. In the words of Bob Hope, thanks for the memories. And whereas the City of Jackson is grateful to honor Captain Rick Hall and thank him for the 35 years of service he has provided for the City of Jackson. May your endeavors and success meet no boundary as you move into the next phase of your life. Captain Rick Hall, now therefore I, Tony T. Yarber, Mayor of the City of Jackson, Mississippi, do hereby submit this proclamation to you and ask that all join in showing thanks and appreciation for his dedication to being a frontline responder, for keeping the City of Jackson safe and selflessly serving for 35 years. Given under my hand and seal of the City of Jackson, Mississippi, the 21st day of March, Tony T. Yarber, Mayor.
That shine in my eyes.
Sounds good.
Chief.
All right. Captain Hall, 30-some years. One of the most important things in any profession is your name. And it's something that I pride myself in each and every day, is the integrity of keeping your name. So when it's mentioned, it's nothing but good things. I can honestly say that my 24 years that I've been on this department, every time I've heard the name of Rick Hall, it's always been in a positive light. No matter which firefighter you talk to, they always wanted to work on your crew, be around you. Whenever we ask you anything, this is our local photographer, by the way. I mean, he loves to take pictures. And when we started the website, he said, Chief, whatever you need. And I mean, every single time we needed him, and it might be at the last moment, he's always been there. So I'm just glad to see a moment come for you on this. And I also want to present you with the Jackson Fire Department's recognition coin. So it has our truck and everything and all this stuff on it. You know, when Chief Van say I'm always out of town, that's working on behalf of the fire department.
Well, my wife says I can talk to a tree, but I've informed her that there was birds up in that tree that I had in this Audubon book that I was looking at, and that's what I was talking to. But I ain't got nothing to say, but it ain't work if it's fun to you. I've loved this job. I've loved being a fireman. I've loved being a fireman in Jackson, Mississippi. I've worked with some awesome people. Older guys from years ago to some of these young guys I got on the truck with me right now. I could go down, and I have no doubt if they can get me out, I got somebody that can get me out. So that means a lot on this job. Great command staff. I love y'all. Y'all one of the best I've seen in 35 years. But so that I won't say no more. So I've loved this job being a fireman, and that's important. And I don't think I've ever been late a day in 35 years. I run out of gas one morning, but I still got there on time. So.
All right. Well, thank y'all, and Chief Falcon, get to work.